Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip from FatSapphicBro where they say weight loss will never make you healthy. It's been a while since we checked in with FatSapphicBro, so I thought it was high time. It's been a while since I checked in with FatSaphic. Complain about a bunch of stuff. It's been a while. We're also going to be taking a look at a bonus clip where they talk about how much they hate content creators who make videos about them and respond to allegations that they lost weight. If you would like to support the channel and become one of my fellow cynics, please consider joining channel memberships. You'll get a badge next to your name, access to custom emojis, as well as top priority in my comment replies. A join button is below, as well as a join link in the description of this video. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache.
This person says, and there's a massive difference between changing your diet/exercise to be healthy and trying to lose weight. Yes, exactly. And this is the problem. I talk about this all of the time. I say this all of the time, and people don't want to hear it. And they don't want to take it in, and they don't want to understand it.
Why is that? Why is everybody so hesitant to accept this fact? Yeah, nobody wants to listen to my delusional ramblings either, bastards.
And it's very frustrating because I get a lot of troll comments about how I'm anti-exercise and anti-healthy eating, and I'm only promoting eating junk food, and I'm promoting never exercising. And I'm like, what the hell are y'all talking about?
What? You don't remember? I've made videos about this.
But they all assume that because I say intentional weight loss, that means I'm talking about healthy eating, exercise, healthy movement, etc.
Okay, so you're into healthy eating, healthy movement, and etc., just not into the weight loss. So once again, we're playing the game that you're allowed to do all this healthy stuff, but don't you lose weight. If you were eating right and exercising and all this stuff and doing it in an intelligent way, it would result in weight loss.
I'm not talking about health goals. I'm not talking about health habits. I am talking about focusing solely on a number on a scale and thinking that getting to a certain number on a scale will equal health.
But as we know, excess adipose tissue is unhealthy and it is a disease. So if you are 20 pounds overweight, to lose the 20 pounds would be healthy.
And a certain number on a scale will never equal health. That's not how that works.
There's a certain range that is considered healthy, and once you go beyond that, it's considered unhealthy. It's really not that difficult to understand.
And that's what I mean when I talk about intentional weight loss. When you are solely trying to alter your body mass and only focusing on what the scale says.
Right, you might just be trying to cure yourself of the disease of obesity.
And using that to equate a good health outcome or a good health goal. Those are not good health goals. Those are not good health outcomes. So what are good health habits and health goals that do not revolve around a number on a scale? I would like to be able to walk X amount of miles.
How many miles could you walk if you're morbidly obese? Honestly. It's okay to pursue goals around fitness, but not around losing weight. What? Well, I have said countless times that FatSapphicBro is the unquestioned overlord of the fat acceptance movement, so unfortunately, whatever they say goes. If your health goals involve wanting to walk many more miles, that is fine, but not if you want to lose weight, which would help you walk many more miles because you don't have all this extra stuff weighing you down. But that's not the point we're talking about.
Comfortably. I would like to be able to jog X amount of time comfortably.
So those goals are fine, but not weight loss, which would facilitate those goals. I want to be able to jog or walk X amount of miles comfortably. Therefore, I have to lose all this excess adipose tissue. You ever tried to jog when you're fat? Oh my god, it's killer. Everything's rubbing together, everything's chafing, your knees are screaming at you.
I would like to be able to hike.
Every pound of body weight places 4 to 6 pounds of pressure on each knee joint. Individuals with obesity are 20 times more likely to need a knee replacement than those who are not overweight. 20 times more likely. Oh my gosh. So maybe we should focus a little bit on that number on the scale, you know? If it says, hey, you're morbidly obese, maybe we should take heed. Maybe we should pay attention to that warning. I don't need to pay attention to that. I don't need knees. Who needs knees? I've been saying that for years.
This specific trail comfortably. I would like to be able to walk up the stairs comfortably.
All the things that you're listing would be a lot more comfortable if we weren't obese.
Those are all normal, good, healthy goals. I would like to have good lab results. So cholesterol, triglycerides, A1C. That's great.
Really setting that goalpost pretty high for yourself, huh? The thing that was already fine, my blood, and plenty of other obese people's blood, yeah, I want that to continue to be fine. That takes care of that.
None of those things is going to be achieved if all you focus on is a number on a scale.
What if we focus on those things and the number on the scale at the same time? What if my brain is capable of focusing on two things at once?
Those will be achieved, however, if you change your health habits and start good health habits. Irregardless.
Why am I not shocked that you're using that term? I know that technically irregardless is a word, but I don't care. It's moronic and it's redundant. Regardless is already a word, so what do you mean irregardless? It's almost like a double negative, so now it is regarded.
And separate from weight loss or a specific weight goal.
You literally want all the health benefits of weight loss without losing any weight.
I don't think I can explain it any more simply than I have in this video.
I guess I'm a moron then, because you're going to need to clarify further. I must be a moron then. I don't know. I'm just not getting it. It's just not clicking in my brain. Do all the healthy behaviors to want to be able to move easier and whatnot, but don't lose any weight. Yeah, I'm not wrapping my head around that.
Thank you for this comment. I hope this helps people understand where I'm coming from.
It just helps quite a bit.
And I hope that it lessens the amount that I have to deal with ignorant people. Thanks.
I don't know if it's going to do all that. All right, so FatSapphicBro says it's okay if you want to exercise to accomplish certain health goals, such as walking many miles or jogging or whatever, but it's not okay to lose weight. It's hilarious that all the things that they listed would be a lot easier if you did lose weight. I love how they act like gravity doesn't exist and this stuff isn't weighing you down. That seems to be a big point of denial within the fat acceptance movement in general. The denial of gravity. Next.
I genuinely do not understand why people are so dumb.
Hey, me too.
So, the big topic of conversation amongst the trolls right now is them thinking that I've lost weight and that I'm actively losing weight.
Are you losing weight? Are you no longer body positive, FatSapphicBro? I'm very disappointed.
And them talking about how now I talk about reducing my sugar when before I talked about how I ate whatever I wanted, and I'm like, where am I don't know where they're getting any of this from.
Well, I made a video about this where you said you wanted more food freedom, so you talked to your doctor about changing your medication, which in the context of the video meant to increase your insulin.
So first of all, my weight hasn't really changed much. It's fluctuated, as it always does. My weight always fluctuates about 10 to 20 pounds throughout the year, up or down. I've been on testosterone for 2 years and 3 months, which I talk about all the time. What does testosterone do to your body? It redistributes the fat and the muscle in your body. It also makes it easier to gain muscle mass, so you become muscular a little bit more easily.
I would love to see FatSapphicBro all jacked. That would be hilarious. They're just going to keep getting buffer and buffer, and then eventually the videos are just going to be filmed from like here up as they hide all this super buff body. People start getting suspicious. Hey, aim the camera a little lower.
And that's what's happening with me. I'm not intentionally trying to lose weight. My body is changing naturally and normally to testosterone. I have always talked about reducing sugar, reducing carbs, and
When the hell did you talk about reducing sugar or carbs? Where was I for that conversation? What?
Increasing activity as ways to manage diabetes.
What? Okay, so FatSapphicBro just said I've always talked about reducing my carbs and my sugar and increasing my activity as a way to manage my diabetes. I don't remember that part. I remember the part where you said that gyms are classist and also that you're going to tell your doctor to increase your medication so you have more food freedom. So I don't know what the heck you're talking about now.
What I also say is that I do not restrict. In other words, what I used to do to manage diabetes was not consume sugar at all.
When did that part happen?
Like barely any, if any at all. And I kept very, very, very low carb. I severely restricted.
I don't know if I would call it restriction to not eat a bunch of sugar and carbs when you have diabetes. Wouldn't that just be called following the diet that is necessary for your condition?
I no longer do that. If I want to have a sweet treat, I have a sweet treat. If I want to have ice cream, I have ice cream.
And is that why you needed your doctor to increase your insulin like you said before, or?
If I want to have pizza, I have pizza. But I don't have pizza and ice cream for every meal because that would not be good for my health or my diabetes.
Oh yeah? Pizza and ice cream would be bad for your diabetes and bad for your health. So you are assigning different values to different types of food. Gotti! Gotti!
I have always managed what I eat and my activity levels as a way to take care of my diabetes. I just don't severely restrict.
Every video that I've made about you was not about that. It was about you firing doctors, increasing medication, saying that gyms are classist and all this type of stuff.
And I don't think this is hard to understand. I just genuinely feel like the people who make videos about fat acceptance creators are genuinely unintelligent. And
yeah, people that make videos about fat acceptance creators, that's me. What about them? Oh, my pride. How dare you?
lack just common sense.
We do lack common sense. The common sense that says it's okay if you want to jog longer, but not if you want to lose weight. We just can't wrap our heads around that concept, huh? Us morons.
And they can't see, for people who claim to watch all of our content, they certainly don't listen to anything we actually say.
Well, I don't watch all of your content. I just watch the stuff where you say crazy things. I don't watch the content where you're like, here I am going to the doctor, or here I am playing Dungeons and Dragons or whatever. I don't really care about that stuff. I just get right to the juicy bits. So if I don't know every single bit of your backstory or lore, forgive me.
Because again, I talk about all of this pretty openly. I've even talked about guideline numbers and how much carbohydrates I consume at one time or how much sugar I consume at one time.
Tracking how much sugar or carbs you intake is fat phobic.
And how I do that without super strictly watching numbers, but still keeping a general eye on numbers so that I'm not setting myself up for failure.
Okay, why would you be setting yourself up for failure to eat unabashedly?
So I talk about a lot of this all of the time, and I don't understand why the people who make videos about us can't actually get a grip.
Why can't I get a grip? You fools! Fools! We've been wondering that for years.
And listen to our full videos and actually understand anything about us.
I'm listening to your full video.
Or the things that we're managing or the things that we are saying. So, yeah. Not trying to lose weight. If I lose weight, it's fine. I've never tried to prevent weight loss. Again, I've explained this 100 times. I don't intentionally try to lose weight. I do not.
You just keep accidentally losing weight.
Put focus and energy and time and effort into intentionally losing weight. But if my weight changes, that's fine. I just don't worry about it too much.
Right, we're playing this game where we accidentally keep losing weight, and it's fine, and our fellow fat acceptance people won't get mad at us. I think once you make a bunch of crazy claims, such as weight loss leads to EDs, 99% of diets fail, trying to lose weight is dangerous, then it becomes very difficult later on to say, hey guys, I actually want to lose weight. So then you have to come up with any sort of excuse for why your weight loss is an accident. If you hadn't said all that crazy stuff about weight loss previously, nobody would be taking the piss out of you for wanting to lose weight today.
I gain or lose weight. I even keep track of my weight for the most part. I weigh myself several times a year to keep an eye on how much I am gaining or losing at one time.
Why?
Because unexplained weight gain or unexplained weight loss are both symptoms of various chronic illnesses or...
Okay, so we've said countless times that weight is not a predictor of health, and it has nothing to do with it, and now you're saying that you weigh yourself several times a year to make sure that your health is on track or whatever. And you just said that gaining or losing a bunch of weight could be a sign of various illnesses. Yeah, obesity being one of them. Your story keeps changing.
Or whatever, various illnesses in general. And so I like to keep an eye on that. But I don't obsess about my weight. I don't weigh in every month. I don't weigh in at the doctor's office. I don't know. I really wish folks could get a fucking grip.
I wish your story could stay straight because it changes from video to video.
And actually educate themselves on anything that I actually say. And I get so sick of people making assumptions about my body when they don't know me, they don't talk to me, they don't try to engage me in meaningful conversation.
I can just go off of what you've said in previous videos.
They have no actual vested interest in my safety, my health, or my well-being, because if they did, they wouldn't make cringe bullshit videos about me.
Just because I make cringe videos does not mean I don't care about your health. These things can exist simultaneously.
So yeah, that's just my little rant for today because I find it just so revolting, honestly.
Well, luckily there's nothing revolting about constantly changing your story to suit you.
If we were to make videos making these assumptions about their bodies, they would absolutely lose their minds over it. And
you can go ahead and make a video about me if you would like, but I'm not sure what it would be about. I'm just refuting all the lies. You can go ahead and make a video disagreeing with anything that I've said. I would love to see it.
And call us bullies. In fact, they do call us bullies. Even though they're the ones spending hours of their life making senseless content about us.
Not just hours, weeks, months, years.
And it's also really sad to me that you can't come up with any content to make that doesn't involve fat people.
All right, now I feel like you're calling me out specifically. How dare you? The algorithm wants what the algorithm wants, baby. I just give it what it wants. It's funny and ironic that they say you can't do anything but make content about fat people. You guys talk about being fat and all your fat issues 24/7 as well, so what are you on about? Like Splotchmaker recently made a video saying, people wonder why we talk about being fat all the time. And then they went on to say, it's because the world is so fat-phobic.
Or other fat people, if you are a fat person making these videos, because there are some fat people who make these videos, and there are lots of thin people that make these videos, but I'm like,
yeah, everybody's making these kind of videos now. I have noticed an uptick.
You guys can't, you're so uncreative, you can't come up with any hobby, interest, niche, anything.
This is my niche. You don't understand how YouTube works, my friend.
To make content about, all you can do is talk about other people.
What do you mean? You guys talk about other people all the time. You're always like, look at Taylor Swift and her stupid fat-phobic song. She needs to be stopped. You're like, look at Emily Ratajkowski. Look at that modeling picture. She needs to be stopped. You guys are always trying to stop people all the time. Anybody tries to lose weight, you guys get all butthurt about it and try to make it about yourselves.
Sad. Super, super sad.
Yeah, it is. For you. Oh, turned it around on you.
But anyway, I just thought I'd answer this because I keep getting comments on my videos about like, oh, it looks like you're losing weight. Like, nope, just on testosterone. So my face shape has changed and a lot of my body shape has changed because fat and muscle has redistributed and I've gained a lot more muscle. But again, I'm not doing anything.
You sure you're not in the gym lifting? I still want to see the FatSapphicBro buff transformation. One day they're going to be super buff, and then they're going to pretend like it was an accident or something. I don't know what happened. I just got all buff. God, that'd be funny.
Intentionally to make my body look different other than taking testosterone. And then continuing with my physical therapy, like I have.
Which consists of lifting a ton of weights and jogging 5 miles a day. Okay, so it looks like they're preparing us for their eventual change. They're like, yeah, I'm taking testosterone and doing physical therapy. So don't be shocked if I come out looking all super buff one day. But it was not fat phobic because it was on accident. Okay, you're accidentally gonna become a world-renowned bodybuilder. They win like Mr. Olympia or whatever. I can imagine FatSapphicBro holding like a medal first place bodybuilding trophy and they're like, it was an accident! I was just doing my physical therapy. They go on to be the most successful bodybuilder of all time.
And continuing with using lifestyle changes to manage my diabetes.
You didn't used to. You used to ask for different medications so that you could have food freedom. Now you're talking about eating less sugar and eating less carbs.
And using medications to manage my diabetes per my doctor's instructions. Pretty simple. And I'm not on insulin.
Okay.
Everyone there are like a lot of people that are like, oh, FatSapphicBro said that they had their doctor give them more insulin.
They probably got that from me. Because in that video, you said that you had them adjust your medication so you could have more food freedom. What does that mean?
They could keep eating. And I'm like, I'm not on insulin. I didn't ask my doctor for insulin. I asked my doctor about adjusting my medications.
What medications could enable you to eat more sweet food?
To help my A1C and my blood sugars, because that's what you're supposed to do. And if you're a type 2 diabetic, you know that that's normal behavior. That's a normal way to interact with your doctor as a type 2 diabetic. But again...
Okay, so we went to the doctor and said, give me whatever sort of meds will enable me to eat more sweet food. And they said, all right, take this injection of not insulin.
Don't get your advice about diabetes from people who are not diabetic and who just want to talk out of their ass. It's...
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't consider somebody that has diabetes to be an expert in the topic.
Anyway, if you stuck around this long, thanks.
Alright, so that was unhinged. Apparently FatSapphicBro never said all the stuff that FatSapphicBro previously said. That's why it sucks to be part of a movement that forbids you from succeeding. If you ever decide to change your life and your opinions and turn it all around, you have to pretend like it's an accident now. All of a sudden you want to watch your sugar levels, your carb levels, and your exercise levels. Whereas before you wanted your doctor to adjust your medication levels to have more food freedom. Hopefully one day, when you're the #1 bodybuilder in the world, you can quit the charade and quit pretending like all this muscle building was an accident. So what do you think of the clips that we just saw? Are you surprised that FatSapphicBro has changed their tune and now is talking about eating healthy and exercising for their diabetes? Leave a comment below. If you're not currently following me on Instagram, you should. Here's a link. Happy Thursday, everybody. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.